Hey, what's going on, guys? Acting Rock doing the final reflection cast. This one on the Dark Brotherhood. Now, I said before in my Thieves Guild reflection that the Dark Brotherhood is my favorite, and this is true. It is my favorite questline because, well, I think it's mainly going back to it, and it still holds up in all the different things. So, starting off with how the quest line works. You start off by finding out about the Dark Brotherhood by pretending to be a member. And you go, pretend to be one, go to the kid, go kill the old lady, go back to him, and then sleep, and then you get abducted and said, you gotta kill one of these people. No matter who you kill, you essentially have proved that no matter if you were told to kill something, you kill. And that's a pretty good introduction. Oblivion's was if you killed an innocent person, they would visit you in your sleep, which I also really like too, but this one makes a little more sense because you get a little backstory of you attempting to pretend to be one and then essentially having to pay for it by joining the guild. From there, it just goes from different kind of assassination to different kind of assassination. And a lot of them I was trying to play as clean as possible without getting bounties or being discovered or so on and so forth. And you can do that to a pretty good extent. The one I did get caught on was the assassinating the Emperor, who was actually the decoy Emperor. I did get a bounty for that one in Solitude. Anyways. This quest is, I think, less about those, and, well, the ops are pretty good. Like, you get a lot of different variety for what you get to do. Like, you go from taking out a Imperial official to killing a queen or princess, I can't remember. And you can do that one by shooting her with an arrow, or just running up to her and stabbing her if you really want to, or doing the one I did and dropping the gargoyle head on top of her, which is a lot more inconspicuous. Anyways, I think, like, there's a lot of good ops to it, and it ends in a really cool way, finally going after the Emperor. I think the other strong suit is that you have all these different types of characterized assassins. I guess this Nazir is your first sort of employer who tells you to go kill people. And he's got a really good voice actor and a lot of cool charisma to him. Sadly, I can't talk about a lot of these people because, as you know, when you finish this quest line, most of them are dead. So it's a bit of a complication. But I can talk about a couple. Nazir's a pretty good character. I like the werewolf. I guess he's the forge master of the guild. He's pretty cool. And she's somewhere in here. I can't remember if it's up or down. It might be down. And she's actually the second scariest part of it. And she's glitching through the dresser. Fantastic.
I like it here. We should have moved to Dawnstar ages ago.
So I think, and I'll get closer, yes. Yeah, by the color of her eyes, I think she is in...
I'm just a little girl. The Dark Brotherhood killed my mama and papa, and then they took me captive. Please, please help me. Rather convincing, don't you think? In truth, I'm no more a little girl than you are. I was once, of course, 300 years ago. Vampirism tends to keep one remarkably fresh.
Yeah. So she's a vampire. But it's and it plays off the whole horror movie idea of terrifying little girls are the scariest thing on the planet, ladies and gentlemen. And especially those that seem innocent, but in fact have a much sinister nature. And she's also the master of alchemy. So she can brew the highest level poisons you can get. Now, you cannot talk about the characters without talking about your leader. Astrid is my favorite female character in the entire game. Like, I talked a bit about, what's her name? I already forgot it. Carlisle, from the Thieves Guild, the Night Elf. Mainly because it's the facial modeling and the console version gets a little messed up, so there's a bit of bug in that, but she's still a reasonably attractive and well-designed character. Astrid tops that unbelievably. It's just the design of her clothing, whoever her voice actor is, just this sultry assassin voice to pair with it is just amazing quality. And I wish there was a dialogue option when you learn about when she because you learn that she actually betrayed you, and that's the reason that you almost died going to kill the fake emperor and why everyone else died. But I wish there was an option to say, I forgive you, sort of thing. Because I really like her character, and I really wish she was a romance option, because she's actually one of the best female characters in this game.
Yet another child has prayed to their mother.
So yeah, there's this also.
With the blasphemous priest at the temple of Kinnereth in Whiterun. Accept his gold, then kill the target. Hail, Sithis.
So, when I said that Babeth is the second most sinister thing in of the characters, the Night Mother is the most. In Oblivion, I don't think you got to see her that much, but like even with Skyrim console modeling, she still creeps the shit out of me. And especially having those sequences where you have to hide inside her coffin, especially before confronting Cicero, and when you dive into her coffin and take it out the window. She is... Ooh, it's of course a demonic force that leads this band of assassins. We are assassins, but we're also sort of on the level of Black Sacrament worshippers and all that. So there is that element to it. It's not like Assassin's Creed, where Assassin's Creed is much more of a noble. It's less contract mercenaries and more honor and fighting for the rights of the people. Whereas this is much more about payment and also upholding the sort of the power and the omnipotence of our group. And you're still stuck in the wall, you stupid. Oh, there you go. You got it. Anyways, yeah, she is a creepy character. But I also mentioned another character in there, and it's actually the character I hate. But the thing is, and the reason I like, I can still say this is my favorite and nearly a perfect questline, is the fact is you're supposed to hate him. And currently he is still a flame in here, yes. Cicero, I will slash your ass open with my sword here. Cicero is the most annoying fucking character in this game, but he is supposed to be like that. He is supposed to be crazy. He's supposed to be annoying. He's supposed to be that thing where you want to either lock him up or keep him at least 10 feet away from you at all times. He is the Joker without reason, well, without an actual plan to his madness, and with some serious mother issues, believing that he is, well, his only real companion in life is the Night Mother. All he does is to serve the Night Mother. That's his entire fucking Cicero's fucking... him without remorse. Not a whole lot to talk about in the way of gear. Like, you do get, we'll properly load here. This is why you play on console or on PC, kids, because the load times won't be fucking terrible even when you install the game. Anyways, you do earn like the shroud armor that does a lot of, it's very designed for assassin characters, very helpful in that regard. You get a couple unique items like this, and you also get to take the Emperor's robes if you want and wear them around, which is quite nice. Yeah, and you make a good bit of gold from it. You make 20 grand in the end of it, which you don't have to spend on this shithole if you don't want to. Yeah, it's a fantastic questline. It's probably my favorite, and it makes more, and the part of the reason I like it so much more is, again, relating back to Oblivion. Fighters Guild, I got it, and I figured it out, and I worked through it. Thieves, I never started because I never figured out how to. Same thing happened with mages. I didn't know how to. Both of those are fixed in this game. Fighters Guild is improved by making it the companions and actually adding a little bit of lore and backstory to it. Dark Brotherhood in the original, you got that first kill, and you took the person out and they said, okay, now go kill this target. You go kill that target, you take them out, and they say, good job. Okay, time for your next assignment. Here's your next assignment. If you fuck this up, you only get a bit of your pay and you don't get the bonus. And it was this very much designed as, you better do this right the first time, or at least create a save file so when you fuck up you can do it again. This one is much more of, there are only two where you get a bonus for doing it sneakily, and hiding the body and stuff like that. There's no real, no, you have to be stealthy kind of thing. It's much more of, you are here to get this end goal. Whatever happens in the middle is fine as long as you get to that end goal and take out the Emperor. And I like that so much more, because the key to a good questline is the ability for someone to play it no matter of their play style. Like, I don't like being a stealth character. I use it because I have to, and it's very useful for taking people out. But I play Skyrim the same way I played Oblivion, which is spamming right trigger whenever I can to just slash my sword around and just do stuff like that. I'm not a stealthy waiting character. I just rush in and slash shit. So just having that accessibility makes this my favorite quest. That on top of a really good mission structure with increasing levels of interest in your targets and how you take them out. A amazing character roster. And a reasonably good reward and reward path, and also external stuff. Like, as you saw there, I was getting my first assignment for Dark Brotherhood Forever, which is just a continuation where they pay you, I think it's about 1,000 a target, to take out these rather high value targets. And they're usually a little tougher to get to. They're usually in locations where you might get discovered if you shoot the person in broad daylight. Yeah. No, this is my favorite. Thieves is probably my second. Then Mages. And then Companions is last, only because it doesn't have as good a plot line as the Mage Guild does, and it's nowhere near, and Mages doesn't quite have the characters or the plot line that Thieves does. And Thieves is, all of those things about Thieves are even better here. So, quest lines are complete. I just finished today recording a video about doing some more Daedric quests. I got a whole bunch of them done. There's still a couple left on the table. I don't know how many of them I actually do, if any of them, because they're all the ones that I don't really care about. So we move on to what I have planned next, which I don't want to explain in this video. I want to take another video out, possibly at another date and time, and fully explain that. Anyways, there is stuff to look forward to in the future of Skyrim. I will be going back to Halo ODS 2 as soon as I get a chance to record more. What I'm probably going to end up doing is doing a bunch of recording either in the next couple of days or the week following, and then just sit back and finish all the editing for those and put them out. Probably one every other day, because I'm rolling close into exams, so I have to get in gear to study and get ready for those. After that, I'll have more time to make videos, but I'm not going to start anything new or crazy like that or try and do something, but finishing up what I have left to do on the editing side of things and putting those up one at a time. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. This is kind of like the end of it's the end of the silent playthroughs, at least. Which I don't know. I kind of wish I'd commentated over them, but at the same time, there would have been not a whole lot to say. I prefer these reflection ones, and honestly, I would slot these as the ones that I would prefer people to watch. I don't care if you watch my silent playthroughs. Just, you can do that on your own. You can play the goddamn game on your own. You'll probably do better than I did on certain parts. But this is the important part that I think is actually worth time and interest and possibly discussion. He is talking about each of these quest lines and how do they hold up? How do their characters work? Does the progression, is their progression good? Is what you get on return for your time investment good? So on and so forth. So, I'm going to close it off there. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.